Alright, I'm here to talk about my Callaway Big Bertha Diablo. I just got the 3-wood here. I just got off eBay, and later on to find out it was a fake. Everything you can look at it looks pretty legit. I got my driver over here if you're just wondering. That one is legit. And basically what happened was I got it in the mail and I was all excited and was like, yeah, I got my club. And after looking at YouTube and reading some things about authenticating some clubs and just stuff you can do to figure out if stuff was real, because I kind of had like a concern about it. And later on I looked at YouTube and found another thing on looking at clubs, and that also helped me out a little bit. So I figured I'd make my own, and just because I got a club and I was just pissed, and I was lucky to get my money back from the seller after I told him that it was fake and pointed out 2 reasons why this club is fake, and I'll get to those later. Just talking about eBay, I mean, prices. If you see a club on eBay and like the price is like super low and it's a brand new club and you're like, oh shit, why is it so cheap? Well, they give you all kinds of reasons why they're able to sell them cheap. I mean, one thing, if it's too cheap, it's probably too good to be true. Another thing, know what you're buying. If you don't know anything about clubs, I mean, do your research. I mean, it helps. I probably should have did that myself and really didn't. And basically it came to bite me in the butt later on. And like I said, I was lucky to just get my money back. And funny, after I said something about it and I got my refund, the seller told me I could keep the club. Funny, Shit. Another thing is, like, they got shitty feedback. Feedback's one way you can tell. Always look through that. Because if there is that one seller that said like, oh, I got a counterfeit club, well, it's probably not a good idea to buy from them. First of all. And another thing is, yes, there are counterfeit clubs out there, and yes, they're all over the fucking place, especially on eBay. They got shitty pictures. Probably don't buy from them, because there's probably a reason they got shitty pictures. They're probably, got a fake club and they're trying to resell it, or they just got a fake club and don't want you to see certain things about it, until you get it in the mail, and hope to God you don't realize, things that, are wrong with it. Yeah. Easy ways to spot counterfeits clubs is like, the most easiest way to spot is the serial number. And on Callaway they have a 10-digit serial number with a little square that has like these little dot doohickeys poked into it. Looks like, it's all crazy looking. Again, I'm using my driver as a reference to show you. In this general area right here on basically on any of the Callaway clubs, except irons, it's different. I've heard from someone that the serial number is on this part of the iron or something. It's only on the 8 iron, and again, it's a 10-digit serial number. If you got more than 10 or less than 10, it's probably fake. You want to look at, if you can see it right there, the little square, and I got a shitty ass thing. I'm using this off my iPod Touch and to make this video, and basically you can't really see the number. Well, you can kind of see it, but then again, back to my 3-wood I got. You can see right there, nothing. Not even a faded mark or hardly put in there. Just not there at all. Yeah. If it does have a serial number, it can be fake too. So don't think just because you see a serial number that you're out of the woods, on telling if your club's real or not. Because if you take a club and compare it to one from a store, you know, and you see that the it has a serial number and a little square thing you put on it. Look at the size of it compared to the one in, you know, the font size and the stamping and whatnot. Because if it's oversized or undersized, it's probably a fake too. Besides, from what I was told from a guy at a shop. On to other reasons why you can tell they're probably a fake. You can look at the color. Here, the color is pretty well matched. Pretty close. Font size again, like if you compare the clubs, and the sizes are totally different. Different colors again. Probably not legit. The weight of the club. If you take another club and compare it to one from a store, and it's completely different weight, feeling, you know, it's probably really hard to tell on some of them, but some of them you can pretty much pick them up and be like, whoa, this one's a lot heavier than the other one, and that probably gives you a good indication that it's fake. That's probably the hardest one to tell. The sizing, I believe it's called the hazel or whatever. I don't know, this piece. I've noticed a lot that some clubs have way bigger size ones, but again, different model clubs have different styles of these pieces. So there's another one to point out. Pretty much just obvious things. Like if you could just look at it and tell, oh, that's probably totally different, which means probably not legit. What else? Oh yeah, the markings and stuff, you know. Alright, on the 3 woods, you can see a little Callaway V right there. Again, this one, it's supposed to have it. Doesn't even have it. It's not even there. Ways you can also check, like from Callaway, you can check on their website and look at their pictures on their clubs, and you can register it by doing the serial number, or you can email, call them, customer service. They'll send you back and tell you the exact specs on your club, you know, from like the shaft and everything else, and that'll let you know, and they'll tell you, you know, if it matches up and if it's fake or real, probably, you know. Another thing you can do is you can send it in to Callaway and they will inspect it themselves, or you can go to a dealer and have it inspected, and they'll probably give you a good idea if it's fake or real. But yeah, I don't even know. It probably costs money to, obviously, to get it done and inspected, but yeah, that's pretty much about like the gist of it, I guess, from what I know and learned from doing research. Oh yeah, another thing, like grips. If it has a different type of grip, before I forget, you know, that's another way. Other ways, obviously. So yeah, hope you guys, that helps you out on telling if your clubs are real or not. So, alright.